everybody. Welcome to Q Aquatics and Exotics. I'm actually going live so I can check some things because I haven't been in the fish room connected, so I don't even know if it's actually going to work. So let me give that a shot.
Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I got a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Nah, hey everybody, it's Susie Q, so come along with me. Said I'm Susie Q.
All right. I think that I have gone live, and I'll wait to find out if my audio video is okay. I don't have my phone on me, so I can't check. But I'm down in the fish room today because it is hot, hot, hot. Hello, Bruiser. It is so hot outside. And I'm down here. Let's see if you can see. I'm working on my 180, and it actually looks horrible now that I'm cleaning it. But I stirred up all the sand, pulled out all the fake plants, and now I'm just gonna do like a 50% water change during my live. So I got to keep an eye on that because it is still draining. Whew. Hello, Danny Aquatics. Congratulations. Congratulations on what? What did I win? Oh, the video sounds good. Good. I'm so happy because at first I couldn't connect to the audio, and then it's saying I don't have internet. I'm like, oh my god, come on now, come on. Hey Trent, what you looking at? He's mad at me because I don't have his favorite food. He likes chopped up scallops. He's a little spoiled. He's a little spoiled. But I was set up this morning. I set up to go live tonight outside, and then I did a little bit more yard work and working on the pond and planting some more vegetables around the pond. I could, I couldn't even breathe. I couldn't even breathe. So I was like, no, 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 no. This one was just had a 50% water change. Watch your eyes. I'm gonna blind. Ta-da! 50% water change. And then this one, I'm getting rid of this tank, this tank, this tank, and this tank, and we'll talk about that later. Boy, am I doing so much work. Ay, ay, ay. I can hardly handle it. I can literally hardly handle the work that I'm doing. And I'm going to have to stop that water change soon. I think 50%, the 50% is doable, especially when it was that bad. Well, it didn't look that bad. I mean, it looked crystal clear when I started. It was the plants that were getting a little fuzzy. So as I pulled out the plants, obviously it stirred all the sand. So I just kept stirring the sand, and then I had one big sandy mess. But that's okay, because when I put it back on and the canister filter kicks back in, the heat is affecting a lot of things. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. It's definitely affecting my animals. Life lessons. Hello, Melvin. But down here in the fish room, it's probably about 72. And that's because the air is on. And the air won't go below 72 because it's so hot outside. This afternoon, my phone said 102. It gives you the feels like, but I think it was really like 96. Ay, ay, ay. And I don't get me wrong, I love summer, but I have so much to do. But I'm really glad, and during the spring, I had a whole list of things to do down here in the fish room for weeks like this, where it's almost 100 degrees for over a week. Over a week. So I'm going to start in this tank. Now I've got a friend down the road. Hey, Melvin. Getting rid of a couple of tanks. And I think if I get help, this 55 is going to turn into a 120. And then these two 29s are going to turn into a 75. So Triton will get his upgrade. I will have another larger tank. And I believe I'm going to get her fish as well. So it should be interesting. Hello, Dennis Christensen. How are you doing today? You keeping cool? My lawn guy said he's coming over, and he made sure he got everything done. I think it was like by 10 o'clock for all his lawns, because he says that after 10 he's not going out, and he's a grown man, so it's not like he's a kid. I'm like, I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. And he's got a real job, and he's got this side business going on. So that's pretty cool. He's got a lot more motivation than I have, that's for sure. Although I am really trying to get this side business off the ground. I went to 3 craft shows. So far, all 3 have been very, very slow, like as in no customers, which is okay because I don't think I'd be prepared for lots of customers. But the one I'm doing in 2 weeks, I think it is, should be a much larger one, and it'll be my first one outside, and it's in Philadelphia. Yikes! Trying to keep cool. Yeah, me too. I'm trying to get all my work done. I would say now, normally I change the duck water like twice a day. I've had to go out a couple times already and change it. And I wanted to set up outside to show that I got my aquaponics system started. And it's kind of MacGyvered, but I've got my 50-gallon tub that's got the water with my floating plants in it, like kale, lettuce, just a few that I already have rooted to get started. And I don't have a splitter for my tubes coming from the filter to my waterfall, because I was going to split it, waterfall aquaponics. So I just took a hose, clamped it to my waterfall, got the siphon started, put it in the 50-gallon tub, and tilted it just a tad. So now the 50-gallon tub corner is spilling back into the pond. So I figure for now, hey, that'll do. But I wanted to show you guys how far I was coming with that. But maybe by next week it'll be set up for real. Uncle Smiley's aquarium. Hey, hey, hey. I think one of the hardest things I have with that is my skimmer is down too low, and it's either too small for my pump or my pump is too large for the skimmer. So I was actually thinking about building like a filtration around my pump and putting it just in the pond. That's what I was thinking. But then I don't know if, I don't know. I just don't know. I wish I knew more about how the pond was supposed to be set up versus, the way I set it up. I hear the canister filter just kicked on in the turtle pond. Oh, great. I kicked on. Hold on. We're going to go over to look at my 180 while I check this out real quick. Holy cow. Okay, my camera already went off. You can't see my 180. You can't see my 180. I can't see my 180. Isn't that crazy? Nope. No camera. There we go. Camera B is black. How's that? I don't understand. It was just working just fine 5 minutes ago. That's battery. Oh well. Oh well. That's how it goes, right? That is always how it goes. I changed the battery as I was setting up. As I was setting up, I changed the battery. And it's dead already. Not even 8 minutes into it. Ay, ay, ay. Life lessons. Melvin saying hey to Uncle and Dennis. Woo! I don't know. I don't have my phone. Does anybody hear if Tennessee Fish Mafia is going on tonight? I wonder by... Let's see if I can turn this around. Guys, I'm going to go slow as I can. How's that? I'm wondering. Let's see if I can. Okay. Make it go a little bit smaller. If I'm going to create more aggression because there's being less and less water in here. Look how murky that is. Ay, ay, ay. So it's times like this when I'm doing this huge change on my 180 that it looks so much better when it was dirty before I started cleaning it. It was crystal clear. But no. I had to do it right before the live stream too. That's all right. The silver dollar's looking good. I wish the camera was working. I wish I knew how to fix battery life of a camera. Paul McCarthy, hello, hello. How are all your critters doing, Paul? I know you had a bearded dragon, I think, or was it a leopard gecko? I can't remember. But this is going to be a lot of work. Tearing down this tank. And then underneath it, I have a 15 gallon and a 20 long. I got my lipstick gobies in here, so I'll have to move them over to that nano tank. And in here, I got 6 Pandagara and a Turkana Jewel. Let's see if any of them are being seen. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. There's the Turkana. Isn't he beautiful? His babies are still doing good. Even this is all murky. Why is it wet on the outside? I probably overfilled it. And then I started to stir this sand up and I remembered it was a dirted tank. To stop. I was like, why is it so... Oh, shit. Sorry. Shoot. But anyway. So getting these out is going to be hard. And I think I'm just going to take them right out to the side of the house. This desk that I'm sitting on, I'm going to try to tear this down. This is on its own stand, but my shrimp tank is on this. So I have to set up a little table for that. And she's going to bring over a 50 gallon low boy that has 17 of her axolotls. She has to move and she can't take any of her tanks with her. So it's going to be interesting. Pretty excited. I am pretty excited. And Joe, her boyfriend, thinks he's got something to help move. And they're not actually aquarium stands. One is a dresser. They're going to bring the dresser over as well. I'm like, okay, because that's what it's on now. And the other one is a stand. And I think I'll have enough room because this is 4 foot, 30 and 30 and 5. So hopefully the 120 she has is a 5 foot. 5 foot, and then the 75 is 4 foot. So it should fit just fine. There's Skipper. Hello, hello. I was just going through all the major changes in my fish room. And I wish I was stronger and I wish I was younger. Well, what's up? I got your message. Great choice. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. And then I was going to confuse it even more after I get this done. Is what color do you want the background for your stickers? Something that the actual text sits on. Woo, how is everybody? It is so hot here. Skipper, is it hot where you're at? Holy cow. Skip Daddy. Skip Daddy. So, this is a chiller, I think. This is a fan. This is a fan. I'm going to put this on the... she's bringing over a chiller, too. So I'm going to get the 50 gallon low boy and the chiller that has 17 axolotls. They've lived there their whole life. They were probably about 4 years old, 5 years old. So they're all very mature. The 3 that are not related, I'm going to put in another tank, see if I can breed. But 50 gallon low boy is going to go here. I'm going to have a little portable desk that I use outside right here. And instead of this 55, it's going to be a 75 gallon, then a 120 right here. pretty excited. But that means I have to move my butt and get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4 tanks up and out. Somehow or another, tear apart this desk and everything that's underneath it. You know how you have all this storage and stuff underneath it? Everything's got to go. I don't even know. It's like major overhaul. It is 82 there. Oh my gosh, I wish we had that and it cooled it down. We had a bad thunderstorm, but I think all it did was make it more humid. Made it more humid and still just as hot. My poor dogs, I put them out for maybe a half hour, 45 minutes. They don't want to run. They just want to come back inside. I don't blame them. So we come back inside. It is hot outside. And I really thought that I was going to be able to do my live stream outside. I thought it'd be cooled down by now. And it's cooled down to, I think, 92. At least it was 92 at 6:30. I'm like, there's no way. So now setting up down here, of course, I was in the middle of all these water changes. Do you guys want to see my 180? It is in the middle of a 50% water change. I stirred up all the sand. I'm going to flip you around now. There's still water. It's still coming out. Look at that beautiful starry night. Oh. And those silver dollars. See if we can see the Jack Dempsey. And there's over here we got peaches and cream. You got 77 there? Oh, I can't wait for it to come this way. I cannot wait for it to come this way. You know, I have not, since I started, seen the female Jack Dempsey. Very odd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 silver dollars. There should be 7. There's a price darned one. I have seen my ornate Bashir, absolutely. But I don't know if they're going to start getting really aggressive because the tank is going down. But I got to get to the back of that tank. Thunderstorms missed us for now. More later. Oh, man. And along with missing us, comes the hot humidity. I'm bringing you back around. Keep going. Keep going, Susie. Oh, that looks pretty good. Look at that. Besides my messy desk. Besides that, if it's upside down, it means it's empty. I don't know why I save these. Why do I save these? I don't ever need them. Well, I use them once in a while, which makes me think that I'm always going to need them. I'm not. Let me just move that a little bit. But I will put back Rack's painting because, I do love me some Rack painting. And this one I can't find the easel, but I'll go like that. Okay. And then I got to put Carrie's beautiful artistic work here. Right, Carrie? Ooh, axolotl. There we go. But look at that. 75 is also just did 40% water change on that. And I wasn't going to do the water change, but because I had to unplug all the electricity over on that side for 2 weeks, didn't realize the filter was unplugged as well. So I had to drain out the filter and everything else. I couldn't just turn it back on because it's been sitting for 2 weeks and I didn't want all that nasty stuff going back in the tank. But everybody in that tank's good. Still no angel babies, no angel eggs. I did lose my last discus. But Lisa told me I probably would, but that's okay. So this tank is going out. I'm making room. Alishan, I am trying to make room for the 17 axolotls right here. I'm going to tear down this desk and put the 50-gallon low boy that is housing those so that I can do that for her. I am going to get her 75-gallon so Triton has a bigger tank because his little tank is too small for Triton. He's going to love it. He's going to love it. Keith, what's going on? I'll take hot over cold any day. Winter, I hear you. I hear you. So much so that I thought about moving out of Pennsylvania many a time because of the snow. But this year wasn't that bad on snow. Even though if it was like, what is that city that's always around 70, 80 degrees? Is that like in California? It never rains in Southern California or something. I don't know. I wouldn't mind that at all. I wouldn't. I don't want to live in Florida. I thought of Tennessee, but it's the same as here. We've already established that. But I do like, only because I have all this work to do inside here. Inside here. How are you feeling, Keep? Paul says it's about 70 degrees Fahrenheit there. Wow. Wow. I get more snow than you. Yes. Yes. Where I am so close to Philadelphia, we seem to miss so many of the storms too that hit Pennsylvania. They kind of like skip over. They go to southern Jersey or they're up in Boston. Somehow or another, we're in this like little area that seemed to miss them all. Not always, but this past, let me put the blue light back on. Yeah. Shitty, I'm so sorry. Anything we can do? San Diego's too expensive. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I should just be happy. I'm even thinking about, like, what about out? I just want like an acre of land. And I'm starting to think that my dream is not going to ever happen. Much warmer tomorrow on for me. Okay. Yeah, I like it because it's kind of motivating me first thing in the morning. So not only do I take care of the chickens and the duck, then I'm also doing all my pond work. I set up my aquaponics. I got all that done by 8, 9 o'clock this morning because I wanted to get back inside. Get back inside. It was hot. But I just MacGyvered my aquaponics. I wasn't able to split the filter and the pump. I wanted to split it so one section goes to the pond or to the filter, the other section goes to the aquaponics. But I don't have anything. I don't have anything that I need to do that. I don't have more hose. I don't have the splitter, anything like that. So what I did was I took a hose and clamped it and put it inside the waterfall. Siphoned it until the siphon started and put that in the aquaponics. So it's siphoning from the waterfall into the aquaponics. So the aquaponics probably by tomorrow will be filled with pond water. And that will do really good. I need a phone health check. Is Susie's volume low? Oh my gosh. Is it? Scotty wasn't here to nag me. Let me check my system preferences. I'm telling you, when I set up, there was many things amiss. I am output. Input. How about now? How about now? Yes, can you hear me now? She does sound low. Well, maybe I could talk more like this. Is this any better? It's 72 now with another round of thunderstorms coming, and we really need the rain too. Not very loud on my phone, even at the highest volume. Well, I know there's a minute lag, so I think I just fixed it. So we will see. LOL. Because I went higher. So I haven't been able to find my paradise fish that were supposed to be breeding outside. They're nowhere to be found. I checked all around the tub. Nothing jumped out. So either they're hiding very well, but either way, I'm going to put my CPDs, a handful of Endlers, and of course my White Cloud Mountain minnows. So it's like everything that are in these tanks, because I'm getting rid of all these tanks to make room, I'm going to move out. But I am going to be looking for homes for some bigger fish. I don't think I want all of her fish, that's for sure. I don't know about a freshwater eel. Like, I don't know anything about freshwater eels, except for like, they're kind of scary, creepy. Guys, look at my python. Oh, I'm going to switch you back. We have tornado warnings up here, which are not very common. Oh, no. What town are you in? Raccoons and skunks get fish sometimes, yeah. Look at this python and look at all the sand in the hose. Let's see if you can actually see it. I don't think you can see it. I have to go move it. It looks like the end is in and the whole thing, that's why it started dripping. and my camera's out, so it's going to be black. I'm going to put it on the camera anyway, but it's black because I'm wearing my pajamas, so too bad. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Oh yeah, it's all filled with sand. Ah, all filled with sand. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't know why my camera does that. I'm so upset with it. So upset with it. So now I moved my Python. It's no longer filled with sand. It was just about getting ready to the hose part that goes to the sink. Look at how... Ooh. And then there's my peaches and cream over there. Another gorgeous starry night. That's why I have always and will maintain that sand is the devil. I hate that crap. Give me gravel. Did I tell you I'm going to go slow, guys? Really, I'm not, because I know I'm going fast. Let's go this way so we can see Triton.
All right.
Oh, look at him over here talking to me. What are you trying to say, bud? He wants his scallops. I didn't give him his fish today. He's a little spoiled. He's a little spoiled. That's okay. All right. That I had to have sections of my pipes in my house redone, cut out and redone because of all the Python stuff I did over the years with the sand and everything and gravel. It packed into cement. So now I put everything through like one of those saltwater socks. Everything that's coming out of that Python is going through a saltwater sock before it goes into. Well, that's not my drain. That's my sump. But yeah. Susie, I thought Mickey Mouse was coming loud from my phone. Northwest of Albany. Okay. Northwest of Albany. Is it anywhere near Rochester? Or not that north? Yeah, you're a whole nother weather pattern from down here where I'm at. But we could really use the rain. I'm getting really tired of having to water everything outside. I don't water my grass anymore. I don't really care too much about my grass. But I've been growing some herbs and spices and lettuces and hibiscus and all this stuff for the tortoises. And I know that 1 year or 2 years ago, that when we had that heat wave, everything died. And I'm like, I can't start over again. You start from seeds. It's too hot to start from seeds. And so I gotta do whatever I can to keep it going. I never vacuum sand. I don't either. I don't know. I'm trying to do a water change when the pump, like the end of it, just went down into the sand. Now I do hover over this because it's a lot of mulm. I don't know if I set them up right or not, but it's a lot of mulm. But I don't care about mulm. No way, Rochester, about 3.5 hours away. Wow. Yeah, that 180 is all like that because I stirred all the sand up. I just stirred it up. She's got an ornate brashear. I'm thinking about putting in with this ornate brashear. I think this tank is big enough for 2 brashears. I really do. I want you guys to see this. I'm gonna put it back over here. I know I keep flipping you around. Nobody here waters grass. Waters to gas. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. But I don't want to lose my plants. Remember the 1 year, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 4 years ago. I'm going to say 5 years ago. I personally, not John Bag of Donuts, me, dug up my whole yard, put down sod, watered it 2-3 times a day. My water bill was out the yin-yang. The yard looked gorgeous. And then we had that heat wave, and then we weren't allowed to water, and everything died, and I cried. I will never do sod again. Never. I didn't realize just how much sand I was sucking up until it destroyed my utility sink. Yep. All right. Look at this. I am knocking over this camera too. Why does it look so big? Why so spicy? Let's see. I just wanted to see that, and then I'll do a little circle. I'll do a little circle up here. But this way I can watch the tank and see how low it's getting. I'm about 4.25 hours from Bucks County, I think. Oh. My one brother's in Hot Bottom, Pennsylvania. But that's right by Elmira. So that's right before the New York border. He's about 3 hours away. So you're about an hour and 25 above that. Danny V. Danielle is in the house. In the house. Everybody looks like they're happy in the 180 right now with this low. But I want to get the scrubber and really scrub that back wall. You can see the little bits of algae building up back there. Everybody's grass looks great in April and May. Then the heat and no rain kicks in. Yep. And it just sucks. Now, I do have to water the tortoises. Their area needs to stay moist. I said moist. That's a man camera. It makes everything look big. That's right. That's right. I don't know why my other camera died. It used to work like no brainer all the time. Maybe it's just the batteries. Do batteries stop charging after a while? Look at these two. Starry Nights doing a dance. See that? Two Starry Nights side by side. Two cichlids. Peaches and cream side by side. It makes it look like it's one big Oscar, but it's not. Silver dollars. They're all afraid of me. Oh, look at these two. What are they doing? They better not be starting to fight. I think I might have to put some water in. No, I'm gonna let it keep going while during my live stream. I'm doing some major clean out. Yes, they will quit charging. Okay, I probably just need new camera batteries. I mean, I got them like 5 years ago when I first started, 6 years ago. The sand is hard to scoop it out with, and it scratches on the inside and the bottom of my tank. Why are you scooping it out? Oh, to change it out into gravel? My turtle tanks I changed from sand to crushed coral. I like crushed coral. My turtles like it too because they like chewing it up and it's extra calcium. And yeah, I saw that. I have a painted turtle in here. I guess it's the one I'm babysitting for my daughter. He's supposed to be outside. I could have sworn I did a video taking him outside and everything. I'm gonna have to go look. I'm gonna have to go watch my videos. Although my videos are sparse. But I think I'm getting ready. I am doing my best to eat healthy, and it is hard. Today I was supposed to go to a party. I didn't go because I didn't want to be around food. I don't want temptation. I don't want to be around food. Phones and laptops, when they get older, start to lose battery life too. Oh, yeah, this laptop here, if it becomes unplugged, it dies. It has to be plugged in. There's not even a minute that it will stay on. I've lost a couple live streams because I didn't realize it came out. Boom. Just like that. Boom. Yeah. Oh, did I tell you, along with the 50 Lowboy and the 17 axolotls, she's got a chiller. She uses a chiller on her tank. I don't know if I'm going to need the chiller down here, but she's giving it to me, so that's great. I lost over 30 pounds, but I do not recommend my diet. I do not want your diet, Keith, and I'm sorry you're going through your diet. But I am trying to eat healthy, staying away from all processed foods. I haven't had added sugar in 28 years, so I'm not going to start that. So I still keep away from added sugar, no flour. And I drink a cup of hot water with lemon, like a half a lemon squeezed in it every morning now. I drink that about a half hour before I start my day. No coffee. Drink that, and then I drink my coffee after that. Very beautiful silver dollars. Thank you. Thank you. Those are pretty. And when I bought them, I didn't even realize there was two kinds of silver dollars, because two I bought at one store, three I got at another store, and somebody else. I don't do sugar. Yeah, I haven't done added sugar in a very, very long time. And they are, some have the dots on them, the red bellies. The other ones is just pure silver, is twice as big as all the other ones. And let's see if we can see how beautiful Peaches and Cream is. Look at Peaches and Cream over there. I can see now that it's getting a little bit lower, that I left one or two plants in there. I'm going to have to pull them out. You can see how fuzzy that plant is. They got really bad. I think something happened with my timing when this switch over here went out. I think something bad happened. Now what I did was I just moved it up top and only plugged in 3 things. So the only thing is the overhead light, so that I have, I'm going to pull you around again, because I just thought, just do that. Let's see, I'm going to pull you around so you don't get dizzy. Let's see. Okay. Let me get my big head out of the way. Let me get my big head out of the way. So up here, that light, this light I added from this tank that I'm tearing down. And, oh, the filter went out. So those 3 things I plugged back in, and so far, nothing. But when I heard that spark and I smelled electrical, I'm like, oh, hell no. So I had to change out all that. But it took me a couple weeks to figure out what I needed to do. So, yeah, and over there, oh my gosh, that tank, that's where my Central American turtles were. And there's an egg in there. And it's sitting in there at 80 degrees. I'm just letting nature do its course. It should be warm enough. If it is, it is. If it isn't, it isn't. But that's the best I can do. Jan, I bet there are some different types of teas that help that also. Mm-hmm. I started drinking coffee again for liver benefits. Ah, really? I am starting a medicinal garden, actually. And I'm going to start tincturing some stuff. But my tinctures aren't going to be alcohol. I'm going to start extracting the medicinal qualities of certain, like lavender and comfrey and things like that, to make my own like salves and stuff like that, so that, because I just can't afford this world that we're in anymore. I don't even know what's going on, but it is what it is. I just keep plugging away. Warm water is supposed to help digestion, especially the warm water with the lemon. Yes, the warm water with the fresh lemon. And I do love my coffee too. And I grated up a little bit of ginger. A little bit of ginger when I'm drinking, like in the morning now when I'm eating. And I go outside and get 2 fresh eggs from my chicken coop. And I make those in the morning. So I'm really trying to stay away from processed foods. It's really hard when you're like, I've been on such a horrible binge for the last 4 or 5 years. 4 years, I think it is. And now I'm day 4 of eating right, and I could hurt somebody right now. Like I could hurt somebody right now. GI doc recommended coffee. Only do about 1.5 cups every morning. Okay. That's good to know. My nephew, who is an RN, told me to drink ginger tea and ginger beer, which is not alcohol, for nausea. Yes. Yes. And the ginger tea, you just get the roots, man, and just shred them up a little bit. I was surprised at how much I like ginger, fresh ginger. Could I put silver dollar, you keep calling them silver dollar tetras. I'm just going to say silver dollars in my 40-gallon breeder Central American cichlid tank. See, the problem is, no, they're not ditherfish. Well, somebody else might want to answer, but my silver dollars would only be in a 40-gallon breeder for the first like 6 months of their lives, because they got big pretty quickly. And I see Giant Danios is a great ditherfish. Giant Danios is big, they can hold their own, they're fast enough. Yeah, just boil the fresh ginger. It's so good. Oh my gosh, and the whole house smells good. And what I'm doing, I'll get back to you, Melvin. What I'm doing is taking an ice cube tray, and I'm shredding up my ginger and putting it with my little bit of RODI water and making ice cubes. So anytime I need ginger, I just go in there and grab it out of the ice cube trays. It's like perfect. Whoop. I got a few tanks cleaned today. I'm still working on it. I'm still working on my tanks, that's for sure. So Melvin, my answer, this is just me. No, I would not put silver dollars in a 40-gallon breeder as a ditherfish. I would go and get some giant Danios. Because they're fast, they're big, they stay on the top, and they are, I think Danios are one of the best ditherfish we have out there, but I'm sure somebody else might have an opinion. When you said Central American cichlids, fire mouths, I don't know. I've never had a fire mouth, so no. And I don't have the silver dollars in here as ditherfish because they're skitsy. They tend to hide a lot. I have them in here because they're big fish, and this is the biggest tank I have. So that's why they're in there. Yeah. When I used to go to sushi bar, I always ate a lot of, oh, isn't that the best part? Best part of sushi. I want to learn how to make sushi myself. Not sashimi, but like, what is it, like seaweed? A little bit of, I would use wild rice, but a little bit of wild rice, and then like cream cheese and fresh tuna maybe. School of silver dollars make a good ditherfish for larger cichlids. Need a larger tank. Yeah, not a 40-gallon breeder. The 40-gallon, they wouldn't even be able to, there'd be no place to swim. Well, it's 3 feet, but maybe it's Buenos Aires tetras. Good one, full grown, because they're kind of not nasty, but they're nippy. They're nippy, so they would hold their own. Good. That's what I think. Look at my 75-gallon breeder back there is clearing up just nicely. This is the third handful of polyester filter, the poly filter. This is the third handful. I just keep taking it out and switching it because I had to stir everything up. And I've had the same bag for like 5 years. Sushi is not hard to make once you get the rice down. It's a walk in the park. You got to get that rice to stick, right? Yeah. I just learned about rice. I never knew, because I'm not a cook at any stretch of the imagination, that you're supposed to rinse your rice and rinse your rice and rinse your rice. Same thing with like your beans. You rinse it, and when you think it's clean, you rinse it again, and when you think it's clean, you rinse it again. In a 40, I don't know what you would put in there. Even giant Danios need at least 4 foot. True. Silver dollars get way too big for a 40-gallon breeder. And I'm say if you got regular Danios, they might be fast enough, but those Central Americans will probably have a field day with the regular Danios. I'm used to making tempura shrimp rolls. Ooh. Wife loved them, yeah. Ooh, that sounds amazing. Is tempura the one that's like spicy? Yeah, I'm not a big spicy. This tank is draining so slowly. I'm okay with that because I don't want it to drain too fast while I'm on my live. Sushi rice is a small grain of rice, and you have to season it correctly. Yes, you have to wash the rice several times. I never knew that. Now I know that because I was trying to learn how to make beans, and I've never known. I just know I've used them in bean bags. I've never cooked them before. So you get them, you rinse them, you soak them, you like all this stuff like as like a lot of prep. But once you have them, then you can put them in little baggies and put them in the freezer too. I'm like, oh, who knew? Liquid Zoo, only fins. Hello. Your icon almost looks like it's shining, like it's neon shining. Watch YouTube videos on making the rice. Yeah, I'm not a big watching cooking anything. I don't know why. Cooking is never, and I have 4 kids, and when they were smaller, yes, I fed them breakfast, lunch, and dinner because it was like mandated. All the time we had a sit-down dinner. We always had a rainbow of color on our plates. But as far as creativity and cooking and things that tasted good and not being burnt, no, not my thing. That's why I'm thrilled that John Baga feeds me all the time. It's great, but now that I need to eat healthier, no doubt about it. I'm killing myself here. I got to take responsibility for my own food. Sucks moose cock. I was asking Susie Q, I was asking a question because I don't know much about silver dollars, right? Because mine aren't even full grown yet, Melvin. Mine aren't even full grown. You see them there. They're about 4 to 6 inches already. So this 180, I would even love something bigger for them. But since I don't have that much fish, and see how they stay together? Oh, you can't see. I'm moving you around again. See how they're all like kind of staying together? Danios never stop. Buenos Aires are pretty quick. But I don't know if your fire mouth would catch up to them and eat them. I am very shiny. You are very, very shiny. Fried tempura, but I cheated and bought frozen shrimp and reheated toaster oven. But the air fryer will be the air fryer. What a great idea. I now have an air fryer that does not have Teflon. Hey, beautiful people. Hello, everybody's having a great weekend, or at least tolerable. Yes, Kara. How are you doing? What's up? What up, you ho? You a-hole? Yeah. Yeah, I've got the air fryer now. Because I finally found... Is that my Jack Dempsey? Where's she got? No. I finally got an air fryer that does not have Teflon because my last air fryer had Teflon and killed my 2 little parallettes. I was cooking something, like I said, like I burn things all the time. Not on purpose, they just burn. I don't think I have an attention span for cooking. And the next, they just both died. So the Teflon, it's like, even in our house, we can't have anything with candles because the birds would have died. No air freshener that gets sprayed in the air. You got to be really careful with that. I love air fryers more than Matt. I need to learn how to use an air fryer. I need to learn how to cook healthy. There is no class that I have seen how to cook healthy. I guess YouTube, right? I'm going to have to start watching YouTube food stuff. Ugh. It pains me to say that. It pains me to say that. Look at this tank. Oh, I want to go over there and grab those nasty ass. Oh, yeah, I think I'm going to stop it because they're not going to have much room to swim, and I don't want them to get mad at each other. I don't want them to get mad at each other. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm back. Oh, and I got a little back. We don't need her anymore. We don't. Oh, great. I forgot to turn off my wave maker. Look at what it's doing. Oh my goodness. It's going to make so many bubbles. Look at that wave maker. Oh my gosh. Hello, Shell. Air fryers are pretty much all we use now. Yeah, I can see the key that they stay together. Yeah. What about beeswax candles? I don't know if that would work. I did just order some beeswax actually because I'm planning on making my own soap, believe it or not. I'm going to make my own soap. Because I stopped using shampoo and conditioner probably about 1.5 years ago. And it took about 6 months because my hair went through this huge transition because there's so much stuff in it. to now I just use organic bar soap. Oh, these starry nights, they're attacking this Jack Dempsey. I see Jack Dempsey now. I don't want to just put water in the tank because I still want to clean out the tank, and I definitely cannot afford to fill up the water and drain it again. I'm just going to leave it. It's about 90 gallons. It's about a 50% where we're at now. That's good. And this tank is empty. I'm going to take this out. I'm going to put these White Cloud Mountain minnows and all this Anacharis outside into the tub. I'm going to put the Pandagaras in that 75 gallon and the Turkana. Do you think the Turkana will be all right, Turkana, Joel, with the angelfish? I think so. Yeah, we'll see. And the lemon tetras are pretty big. You can make lip balm too, all kinds of healthy beauty products out of beeswax. Yes, my sister-in-law and her husband, that's my brother-in-law and his wife, have a bee farm. How cool is that? I think that's the coolest thing. What Fish Fam Lincoln House? What do you say? Who says that? Who said that? Current viewers 17, max viewers 20, all-time max viewers 59, participants 13, like count 12. Thank you, Fish Fam Link. I'm only seeing 13 likes, people. You know what you need to do. There's Skipper. Skipper's back. You can make Shell. Whip is screaming Shell. Yeah, I like my air fryer. My air fryer looks like a toaster oven. It's not like it's not round with a thing. It just looks like a toaster oven. But I haven't really learned how to use it yet. I should watch some videos and just try like one recipe a week to start. Just try it. I mean, and if John doesn't eat it, he'll order pizza. He doesn't care. He doesn't hurt my feelings when he says, I'm not eating that. I would say the Jewel would be okay with the Angels as they are more of a bottom dweller. And the Angels are a breeding pair. So they will beat the crap out of everyone. Right. If they pair up, they would. But there's 6 in there, and nobody seems to be paired up with anybody. Huh. Nobody knows. And there is a Tiger King Pleco in there. I got from the Clash 3 years ago, I think it was. My oven has an air fryer. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, I think if I just watch some YouTube videos, try one recipe, I'm like not gonna learn to cook overnight, I get it. I just need the motivation, and I think I have it now. I think I have the motivation. I've never had the motivation to do the prep work to cook, to pay attention to cook. But I have to. And with the air fryer, it should be easy. Yeah, and if I don't have to try to please John, it'll be even easier. So if I just make them healthy food to please me. I had 2 female angels pair up once. What? Laid eggs. Obviously no fry. I had a trio. I shot it and I got video of it. It's on my channel somewhere. The female was laying the eggs. This male followed right behind her. This male filed right behind him, and it went on and on and on for like 5 minutes. It was so amazing. Tiger King Pleco? Does it have a mullet? What? No, but it's purty. It's awful purty. And then I have my Hoplo catfish. The albino Hoplo catfish are in there. And I think that's all that's in that 75. So I know there's 6 Pandagaras and 1 Turkana Jewel. And I'll probably add the babies over there once they get big enough. But the baby Turkanas are like the size of White Cloud Mountain minnows right now. And they're about 6 months old. They're just so tiny, like they're so small. And over there's been an explosion of shrimp You gonna go again? This tank right there, that tank, not the first one, that one, as my tiny rasboras that I got from, oh, where did we go, Tom? What was his opening? Harvey's store. I got like the exclamation point rasbora and a neon green. They're so tiny, but they're up there. And then I got like 6 shrimp. And now there's got to be at least 30 or 40 shrimp and tons of moss algae, hair algae, that I don't want to get rid of it because there's shrimp all throughout the whole thing. Little tiny shrimp everywhere. I'm like, oh my God, that's so exciting. I'm so excited about that. And over here, the only shrimp I see is a mono shrimp. That's it. I don't see any shrimp, little shrimp. Oh yeah. Oh my, I do have some. I just have to look closer. And I got some babies. Ooh, and that's my skittle shrimp. Motivation only lights a fire under my ass when things go sideways. I'm eating as healthy as I have in many years because life said, if you want to hang around, you better make some changes, boy. Exactly. And that's what I feel like too. It's like I had to stop roller skating. I'm like, what? My husband loves using the air fryer on our oven, not me. Give me grease. Yeah, right? I got to tell you, when I make my eggs in the morning, I make 3 pieces of bacon. I used to just fry up the whole pound for Pone and me. But 3 slices of bacon, and I use that bacon grease to make my eggs. And I love it, and I don't care. I think it's great. Yep, and that's my idea of healthy eating, so how do you like that? I would love to have Turkana Jewels cichlids and the rainbow cichlids. Ooh. Unfortunately, will be shorter for some than others, Whip. I learned that real fast in a short amount of time. I'm so sorry, Keith. What happened? What? Oh, I must have been this light. Okay. Yikes. I'm so sorry, Keith. Just sucks moose too. But I'm going to take advantage of having just this much motivation, this much willingness, and I'm holding on for dear life because I don't know if it's just for today. It's just for today. Because we never know. It's just for today. Yep. And I want to start roller skating again. And in order to do that, I have to lose a little bit of weight. You would think, oh, roller skate to lose weight. But no. I got to lose a little bit of weight to roller skate. I got to be able to control myself. But I feel like I've started. I feel like I started this journey, and I'm going to track it. I want to lose 100 pounds. It might take me a year or two, but I want to lose 100 pounds. My buddy bought a couple jewels, hemichromis, and is happy with them so far. Yeah, mine, I got some babies from Alan and what is his wife's name? Karen. And they had at the Lehigh fish swap, and from there they grew up, and I have my babies, and then the males started eating everybody, so I moved the babies out. He's by himself. He lost his mate, so at least I have him over there, and when the babies get bigger, I'll probably I probably won't put them in the same tank. I'll put them in another tank. Now look at these angels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's got to be a 6th one in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Head count. I used to do that with my kids. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Now this tank is getting so bad because the water is being blown around. I don't care. It will get better. It will. Keith, as most of you know, I lost my kid at 24 years old. So yeah, I get where you're coming from. Tomorrow is promised to no one exactly. I ain't gone yet, so I can still fuck with you for all. That's right. That's right. Oh my God. That is so true. And that is the good news. Oh my God, it's already 7:53. Holy cow. Whip, do you know if Tennessee Fish Mafia is happening tonight? Or if Bob is working? I don't know. But I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. I know that. Nope, nope, nope. And I'm drinking a lot of water, but I always drink a lot of water. And I put some chlorine dioxide. Melvin says, I'm sorry to hear that, Whip buddy. He said, true. Sorry about your child. That would be the hardest thing ever for me. I love my boys so much. Yeah, I can't imagine either. I can't even imagine. And Whip, you're so amazing. Tennessee Fish Mafia is canceled. Okay. So after us, I don't know if anybody's going to go for an hour, but after that, you could find Kenny and Danny on Danikins. They go on in 1 hour from now. Your time, 1 hour from now. Oh my. Yeah, I think I got about 2 more hours worth of work down here. I got to do this 180. Like, it looks like my I'm going to show you because he's not happy. He's not even blue anymore. Look at this. He is not happy. Look at him. He's not even blue. He is light. He's not happy with these water conditions. So I'm going to fix this up. You should go 2 hours, Susie, just to entertain me. Well, why don't you come on up here? Whip. I'll send you a link. You want to come up here? I'll send you a link. That way I can change water while you talk to the chat and come switch back and forth. You want to do that? Say the word. You should go 2 hours. Yeah, I almost lost my nephew in a boating accident. I had to give him CPR and brought him back. Oh my God. That's scary. Say the word, Whip. Interview on. Let me get the link from Mr. Whip in case he says yes. Copy link. You don't even have to say anything. You just have to click on the link. I don't have your phone number on my computer. What? But I do have it in Messenger. I do have it in Messenger. Got to go the old Facebook route. He hasn't answered me. He's not answering me now. Wait, why are you not answering me? Whip it good. Ba-na-na-na. You can whip it. Whip, did we ever talk on Face? Here you go. I just sent it to Whip's World. I didn't send it to Brian. I sent it to Whip's World. No, I just sent it to Brian. Okay. Sorry, Ms. Whip was talking to me. Sure, I can do that. All right, I sent you 2 links. Booyah, booyah. All you got to do is call in. Dang it, I've missed so much. Hello, my fishy friends. Finishing up some water changes for weekly maintenance. Woo! My eating habits have not changed, but I am more active and working on quitting smoking. Down from 12-ish packs a week to 7 to 8 and less. Wow, 3 months. Cold turkey didn't work, and vapes are no-go. Right. Who is this Brian you speak of? I'm doing some water changes too. Look at these. Look at these. How crazy is that? So now we're just waiting for Whip to call in. He's gonna put his money where his mouth is, huh? Oh my God, Keith, that's scary, and I'm glad that your nephew is still here. My cousin was really in a bad car accident. She almost lost her life too. It was by the grace of God she is here. That is awesome. I send it to both accounts. So we will see if he comes. Yeah, I'm not liking that 180, man. The more I look at it, it looks nasty. I really like that view. Oh, look at this. What?
Oh wait, rookie move, rookie move.
Look what he did! Look what he did! How are you doing, sir?
I'm good. How are you? And yes, we've done this before.
Yes, we have, and I'm so glad you said, yeah, let's do this. My family hated me, and I hated me during the cold turkey days. Yeah. I tried quitting smoking cold turkey, no go. I actually had to use the 12 steps on my smoking and really utilize God in order to quit, because I was diehard 3 to 4 packs a day. Ugh. Whip, do you smoke?
I do not.
John Bagga smokes.
I tried it for a little bit, but I was too big into football and all that stuff, and I could feel it even right away, starting to affect my ability to breathe and run for a while. So I'm like, you know what?
Wow. Good for you. Wow. Can you see the chat?
I can. I have YouTube up still, so yeah, I can see it.
Keith is saying everyone who doesn't know CPR needs to learn it.
Yeah.
I had to learn CPR for babies when I was childcare.
I have to learn it to for the job I hold. They require us to keep up first aid and CPR.
Oh wow! So what's that job?
Trimming trees for ComEd, the local utility.
Oh, nice. So look at, he says, "Hey, you sexy beasts! Gandalf has graced us with his presence."
That's right.
I freaking love it.
So, what's happening with you? I had a. Did you hear that I had a slight tragedy in my community tank?
No, what happened?
I did a water change. I haven't done a water change since a week ago Saturday because, like mid-water change, as I was filling up, I lost an angelfish, and then I lost a Siamese algae eater, and then I lost 2 bristlenose and 3 orange Venezuelan cory cats.
Cory cats,
like,
yeah.
What is happening? And you know, I'm only halfway filled up, and I had to keep filling. I don't know what happened exactly. The water parameters weren't that far off. There was a little ammonia in there, but the tank has been running for
years,
10, 12 years. Yeah, so I think it could have probably handled that little tiny bit of ammonia. I have no idea. So I've been afraid to pull the trigger on another water change.
Yeah, I can relate to that. That happened to me once a couple years ago, and since then I stopped doing weekly water changes, and now I do it very carefully, strategically, around when they flush our system. But are you on well water?
Yeah, I'm in well, so
you should be good.
And it's the middle of summer. I mean, it does fluctuate some in spring, especially sometimes in fall when farmers fertilize their fields, and it leaches into the groundwater. But during the summer, I've never had an issue. And we had septic work done, but that was after the weirdness. So that wasn't it. I don't know.
So you still don't know. So did you do a water change yet today since then? Okay.
No, I am not. Plus, I also have to because I didn't pull the trigger, on Wednesdays I turn my salt off. You know, the salt water, not salt water. What is it? That's it leaches salt into your drinking water and stuff. God darn it. The Culligan Man.
Oh, okay, like the water softener?
Water softener, thank you.
Okay.
Dang, brain does not work anymore. But yeah, so I've been turning that off on Wednesday, and then we, you know, as we use water, it gets it out of the pipes and out of the water heater and everything.
Oh,
So when I do water changes, hopefully that helps plant growth. We're going to see.
wow.
So I'll probably try it again on Wednesday and see what happens.
That's scary. But didn't somebody mention that all the ones that you lost were like bottom dwellers? Or no, you said you lost some angels too.
I lost an angel too. Yeah. So it was a lot of bottom dwellers, and then the Siamese algae eater was kind of everywhere. He wasn't a top dweller, but he was definitely mid column and sometimes on the ground. The ones that I was happy I didn't lose was I have a fire eel that is on the ground all the time, and a black ghost knife.
Is that freshwater?
And yeah, it's all fresh.
You're going to have to tell me about this. Because somebody's
Yeah, I
asking
heard
me
you
if I
say.
want a freshwater eel. And it's going to come with the 180 tank, so I was like,
I missed
don't
that
know.
part of your show, but I'm so happy you're getting up 180. Those are one of my favorite tanks because it's the 20. Is it the regular size one? 24 inches deep,
I think so.
front to back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So I got,
Keep-
I don't know if it's a
Definitely gonna do
180 or a 120. I got to double check because I think somebody else, she's getting rid of all her stuff. She got to move quickly. So my
Well, even a
55 is going to
120
upgrade.
24. Even a 120 is 24 inches front to back,
Yes.
unless it's a long one. But I don't think.
One is 4 foot wide. The other one that I'm getting is 5 foot. So I guess it's the 75 is 4 foot. And the other one is a 120 that's 5 foot, she said.
Okay, so that's only 18 inches deep.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to keep Triton in the 75, even though it's smaller. It'll be 2 feet deep.
Yep.
So it'll give him more room. But right now he's in this 55.
75s are 18 too, as well.
Are you sure
My
about that?
75, I'm 99.9% sure. 75s and 90s are 18.
Oh, yeah, you're right. My bad. Dag. Well, even 18 inches is better than he's in a 55.
Yep, 100% better. 75 would be an upgrade.
So this is going to be 229s going out and the 20-gallon long going out. I can't get rid of the 15 gallons because I remember when I got them, they were so expensive and they never go on sale. So it's like
15, 1.5.
1.5. I got a couple of 15s because they fit right underneath on this. We have a 29-gallon on top, and the same rack you got the 15 underneath. And it's just complementary, like to each other. But
Right.
all these tanks are going. And this desk, I have to take apart this desk. The only reason it's here is because I couldn't figure out how to take it apart when my kids moved out. So
And you use it for streaming, don't you?
I do use it for streaming, but my computer can go on a little tiny desk, like it's only just a laptop.
Oh yeah, that's true.
There's not like a lot of equipment. I'm not like KG Tropicals that has things set up and
Yeah,
I got nothing.
that's what I'm on right now.
Yeah. So I'm
This is
thinking,
literally a laptop that's on a tall table. I
And
forget
the
what they're
only-
called. You know, like the tables that you eat at some restaurants where
oh yeah,
you sit way up high. Yeah. Because otherwise you're staring at that ceiling and it's
Yeah.
like, that sucks.
well that's why I put my cameras up there, facing down, so that you're not looking at my ceiling.
Right.
Yeah, and this table,
Maybe
this
it
desk,
doesn't.
it's not just the desk. There's a bookshelf, and there's two like areas. All that is filled with stuff. Got to come out. I don't know where anything's gonna go. And then one fish tank, my Amano shrimp tank. which has been set up for probably 4 years. I don't want to tear it down. So I think I just might move it to a little table for now, like to figure out what to do with it. This tank is already on its own desk, so I don't have to worry about that. And my 30-gallon long is on its own. It's on a 55-gallon stand. That's this one over here. This is not on the desk. The desk starts right here. So,
okay.
and it's a cheap desk.
Well, that's
It's
fun.
not even a good desk, so I don't mind. But
Where,
it's
and where's
nice.
the 180 going? Right
The
there?
one right here. These two
Or
29s are
whatever
coming
you said
out.
it was.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and the two tanks underneath are coming out, and the 55 is coming out, and then this desk is coming out. And she's giving me a 50-gallon low boy with 17 axolotls that have all grown up together. I know. They've all grown up together. They've lived in this their whole life. That's where they're staying.
17 of them, though? Holy
17.
cow.
Yeah, she got a whole
Does that
bunch of
mean you're going
seeds.
to have like a bajillion babies?
Well, she doesn't. All the eggs she freezes and then gets rid of. Because they're all siblings. Aside from 3 of them. The one I gave her, the one she got online, and I'm going to take those 2 and one of hers, which is wild, and put them in another tank because they're not related. So if they have eggs, then I know they're viable eggs. Can you read the chat?
Yeah.
What is
Nathan asked if my water smelled like eggs, but it doesn't. It didn't smell bad at all. That's why I was confused. I just don't get it.
Oh, sulfuric acid. Isn't that that would come up if you had a deep substrate? You don't have a deep substrate though, right?
No, I don't do, like I was saying in chat earlier, I don't do sand anymore other than I upgraded my 14-gallon cube, rimless cube,
Yeah.
to a 35. Oh, I got to move some stuff here. But I can spin this. It turned out pretty good, but that's the only sand one I have anymore. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? There you are.
Oh wow. Is that black sand?
So-
Like black
Yep.
blasting sand? Oh, nice.
No, it's not blasting sand. It's the before they quit selling it. Hey,
Oh, look, now I can look at you this way.
yeah. Now I have to.
Yeah, now we're talking to each other. Wait, you got to do the high five. Ready?
Tetra. Maybe. Nope.
Oh my God, so funny.
It's the Tetra. Joanna from Primetime Aquatics really likes it, and I can't remember the name of it, but they quit making it. So
Ah,
I've got like a little bit of that left. And I use
okay.
that. Plus
I
it's
always
got
use
some-
pool filter sand. It's the most affordable. It's the cleanest.
Boy, you ain't kidding either. I thought I was going to need more for that, so I went out and bought some, whatever they're using now, black sand, and another bag of the Fluval Stratum. Just take a wild stab at what 3 20-pound bags cost me.
Of sand?
Of 2 bags of sand and a bag of Fluval Stratum.
$35.
$75. And then I didn't open them because I didn't need them.
Oh, yeah. Oh man, that's why I do pool filter sand. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, and it works great. But I needed like 2 inches in every tank. I had the 30-gallon, the 75. I probably have 6 or 7 natural aquariums. Well, this one turned into a natural aquarium because I turned the filter off by accident for weeks. So it had no filter.
None? Zero?
No, my lighting went out, so I had to unplug everything in this 75 back here. And just now, when I fixed the lighting, I saw that the filter wasn't on, so I had to suck everything out of the filter because I couldn't just turn it on.
Right.
And now I plugged it in. Now it's got filtration again. I'm like, oh my gosh! So it was a real natural.
It looks like angels and.
I've got 6 angels. I got 2 albino hoplo catfish. I got a a king tiger pleco in there. I've got about 6 or 7 lemon tetras. And that's where I want to put the Pandagara.
Is it heavily planted?
Very heavily planted.
Okay.
I've got about 30 or 40 plants in it. That's how they survived. Then I have a wave maker in the back, so I kept moving the water around. But I started noticing buildup on the sand. I'm like, that's never happened. And then I fixed the lake just now, right before my stream, and I'm like, oh my God, there's no filtration. So unbeknownst to me, it was a real natural aquarium for a little while. That was not my intention.
No. I did that one time just recently with my blue Acara tank.
Ooh.
Let me back that up. My quarantine tank that I kept the blue Acara in. I can get this out. I know I can. I had like 12 or 13 of them in there, and I lost track of how many I pulled out and put them into the big tank. And I turned everything off because our electric bill was over $300. So anything that wasn't necessary, I turned off.
Okay.
Fast forward a month, I go to put a red Terra female in there, fired it all back up, and I'm like, I even did a huge water change all the way down to the gravel. And all of a sudden, across the gravel, I hear and I'm like, what the heck is in there? And it's a blue Acara that has lived in the 29-gallon tank with nothing on.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, oh, that is a strong fish right there.
So this is what I'm concerned with this one. When you started filling it back up again, how much water you don't need water conditioner. You got well water.
Right. But like I saw Keith mention a while back now that maybe I should dose it with I usually use Prime. He suggested oh crap, I forget. It's the stuff that I would use if I was going to use anything else. Say it again, because I can't figure out how to scroll up. There it goes.
You got it?
Yeah, but people have been talking.
They sure have. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Vince is here. Hi, Vince.
Oh, hey, Vincent. Better Nate than Lever, right? Stratum is a ripoff. I agree. Can CPDs get egg bound?
I never look at prices. So I just, when I dropped it on the counter and she told me the price, the total, I'm like, what the?
Yeah.
I figure if I got to look at the price, I can't afford it, right?
No, that's not true. Ask your buddy at Prime Time, Jason. He's a Fritz guy. Fritz
yeah,
Pro ACCR Dry. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of CPDs getting egg bound?
Me personally, no. I have never kept a CPD.
I have CPDs. I have never been able to breed them. So many people breed them easily. I've never been able to breed them. I keep them until they die. They've lived, but so maybe somebody in here knows. My betta fish was egg bound. I have reptiles that are egg bound, but I don't know about CPDs. Why, do you have one that looks like they're going to burst, Skipper? It will work whip as it's economical. It is what we use here. Oh, you got to try the Fritz Pro ACCR Dry. What does the ACCR Dry, ACCR stand for? Fritz Pro. I breed them, but never noticed egg bound. Oh, I breed them, but never noticed them egg bound. CPD's nuts.
I would imagine anything.
He said CPD's nuts. Sorry. I got a 12-year-old brain.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh no, she died and was belly big. Oh wow, I bet you she did. Oh. Very interesting. I don't know enough about CPDs. I would link it,
Yeah,
but no wrench. How do you make a wrench? Hold on.
I can't remember. I did it on while I was offline. I don't know how you do it while you're in the middle of your stream. I know how to accidentally ban people when I drop my phone.
I've accidentally banned people, yeah.
That happened on Jason and Joanna's stream. I dropped my phone, I almost went into the tank, and then I saved it from the tank, but dropped it again, and it almost hit the floor. And I'm like, doing the whole juggle thing, kicking it with my foot. And I picked it up, and it said, "So and so has been hidden from the." And I'm like, "How do you undo that?" I don't.
Okay. I think you are a wrench now, Keith. Keep talking. It's probably about a 60-second delay. He is good.
You did it.
I have a CPD's shirt. Oh my God, that's great. On my website, Matt helped me with. It's a good one. Oh my God. Does it say CPD's nuts? Or does the word nuts not on there? Funny, funny. Funny, funny. So when you start to do your water changes again, what tank are you going to start with, and how are you going to test it?
I don't know. I'll probably go with the 55 over here. Let me see if I can do this the right direction. I got a red Texas in there. It's just one fish. It's just a one fish.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
So hopefully it goes well. Actually,
wait, that's a Texas. Wait, go back. That's a Texas cichlid?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
I had a green one, but it died.
That looks just like my Amphilophus, but it's a Red Devil.
Oh, that's too much whip. Yeah, he is very handsome. He's a handsome boy. And I'd hate to lose him, but I'm not going to lose my any of my other fish.
Right.
There's more than one in each tank, mostly.
So I guess if I was going to do it, I would do it with my Red Devil tank. CBD's nuts. Oh my God, that is great. Keith just posted a link to CPD's nuts. He's got a t-shirt that says that. That is awesome. Oh, look at my Jack Dempsey came out to play. Hold on. Ta-da!
Hey, there he is.
He's been hiding the whole time. They're not a fan of this water change at all. I've never had a water change this long. Like I've never taken your 3 hours to do a water change. Huh?
All right. So another issue I've been dealing with, not nearly as severe, but it makes me mad, is I'm getting some kind of debris, and maybe that's, as I say,
floating on the top.
No, it's in the piping, and it's getting stuck on the screen. There's a little screen on your faucet.
Yeah.
Most faucets have like a little screen.
Yeah, my kids used to take them out for their pipes. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you leave that on there, it actually catches things. And lately, the last week or two, I've noticed it's been catching so much crap that it actually is plugging the outflow.
Oh, wow.
Like normally when I do water changes, and I didn't look real close to see how you were doing it, but I'll fill with one python while emptying with another.
Okay.
So it's emptying, and I empty it down to about here, and then I start filling it, and it fills faster than it empties.
Okay.
So it eventually comes back to the top. Well, lately, the last couple water changes, it's been holding steady where it doesn't, it never goes back up. It's just changing out the water that's at this level instead of filling it back up. So I've had to turn the drain down. You know how it's got that little toggle switch on there?
Yeah.
If you shut that down like by half, then it would work again. But I'm like, why is that happening? So that's when I took the sink apart, and I'm like, oh, well, that's why. So I cleaned it off real good, oh yeah, that's what it was, sure enough. And then it did it again, and then it
Oh my.
did it again, and it did it on the uh, trouble with so bad that it actually was not letting any water in. So it emptied further down than I really wanted it to,
Oh wow.
because I wasn't paying attention. Because I get down here and I have these lofty goals where I'm going to multitask,
Yeah. I
and
can't.
then I lose track of what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah, I can't. That I can't at all. I've learned my lesson so many times.
Yeah, you would think. I've only been doing this like for 40 years. Yeah.
Keith says, I definitely would install at least one sediment filter coming into the house, Whip. They are not too much money, and if you have a decent plumbing supply shop near you, I would go talk to them.
Yep, I might do that. Because this is new. This is a new thing. I don't know what changed. And this, like I said, this is before any digging was done out back. So it doesn't make
Nice.
sense where it just started happening.
I think your mystery will be solved. I got a funny feeling.
Well, definitely if I dose it with, the water conditioner, and if I get a pre-filter, which I can definitely do.
Right. So what I was
Ultimately, what I
using
would
for
like
a
to do
while,
is,
because my town water was horrible, I got one of those RV, it's just a little carbon canister for that you use on your RV. You put it on the hose for your incoming water, so anywhere you go, you can trust the drinking water. I put that on
Yep.
my beginning of my Python. So it came out of the tap, went through this extra carbon filter, and then through my Python. And I had to do that for a while until they figured out what was going on. Well, what happened in our township, they failed the water test. So then they dumped tons and tons of chemicals into it and decided to do another test. And then they did it every 2 weeks for like a month. I was like, what? What? Like, where's their heads up, people? But because it was always potable water, they didn't have to tell us what they were doing. I'm like, some of us has fish tanks. Like, but they do tell us when they flush it, but they failed the test and they're trying to make it look better than it really is.
right.
So I put on the
assume they
carbon
fixed
thing.
it by now. That was a while ago, right?
It was a while ago, and I haven't had to use a car. I went through 2 canisters, and after that I just never bought them again, and it seems fine. But my water changes are not every week anymore. I stopped that because I'm so scared that it's going to happen again, that now it's like on a monthly basis, maybe. I'm like,
Uh-oh.
is that me?
You're back. Yep.
Am I gone?
Or it was me. It was one of us. It might be me. I'm very pixelated and.
Are you
Okay,
still
I think I'm back.
pixelated? Oh no, it could be me. I just saw me do that. And like I said, I couldn't get a hold of actual hardwired internet, which is what I usually use in the basement. I don't trust my Wi-Fi, but it's saying Wi-Fi is on, and it's saying internet is not. So it's all stream I've been on. Oh no, it says my hardwire is on as well. Whip, they have disposable filters also that screw onto your hose. That's probably like the same concept as the RV ones.
Yeah, what you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah. I'd be interested. Do you have a microscope? I'd love to nerd out on stuff like that. Oh my god. Like something like that,
I
I
do
would
not.
scrape onto the microscope just to see if it's moving, if it's like a chemical compound. Plus I got friends that I could show, like take pictures of it and say, what do you think this is? What do you think that is? That's pretty cool.
They make see, I didn't even know you could do that. I suppose I should have known in today's world, but I didn't know you could take pictures of what you're looking at.
You can. It's amazing now. Yep. And you can get
Yeah,
a
with
microscope
computers, what
like
they are,
app
I
for your
guess
phone.
that's a no brain. With Sabu.
I know Sabu uses
uses it.
one. I know Sabu. Didn't we sing with him? Sabu? Did we sing with Sabu?
Maybe. It was late, and I had been hitting the head multiple
It was
times.
very late.
He's always picking on me. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, people. I'm kidding. He's a good boy. He's a good man. So, what else is going on in the Susie Q life? How are your chickens? How are your ducks? How are your?
Oh
how's
my
your outdoor
gosh. My chickens are right when he's talking about air fryers. I moved the chat. J Rock does stuff, just dropping in to say hi,
Hey.
Susie, and what? Fish.
That's the whip sound.
Oh,
Whoosh.
whoosh. My chickens are doing good. They're giving me 2 eggs. I thought they stopped giving me eggs, but they're just laying on the different part of the coop. So that was good. I'm filling up on those. The duck is doing great. I have such a blast. How to say this? And it's not inhumane, so if anybody's going to judge me, judge away. I pick her up. I take her to the top pond, and I drop her 2 feet into the pond, and she goes, kapashoosh. Anyway, I just love it because she doesn't usually get to go in that pond, and because it's been so hot, I'm putting her in that access to that pond.
Is that your big pond or?
And no, I would never put them in my big pond. The duck is so dirty. Oh, it's so dirty. But what I did do with my pond is I started my aquaponics garden in my big pond using a 50-gallon low Rubbermaid tub. It's like one of those long. It's like shallow but long, and I got a floater in there like insulation with little holes cut in it. So I'm putting my lettuces and everything in there, and they're growing. I just couldn't figure out how to get the water in, so I used a little siphon from the waterfall into it until I could figure out how to make it work better.
There's got
That
to be
was
somebody
fun.
out there that you'll have to start Googling, or not Googling, YouTubing the different methods people use.
Yeah.
Are
Yeah,
you having trouble hearing me? Is my fan too loud?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. All right.
Because I keep doing this. What?
Yeah. Yeah. What? What do you say?
Yeah, no, that's just me. That's just me. Well, I chatted a lot here, and fingers are tired. Going to step away. All you people have a great evening. Love you all. Peace out. Peace out, Key.
You too,
Love
buddy.
you, man.
Hope you're feeling better, or at least well enough.
Yep. Oh, so sad.
Hey, Lumpy.
Lumpy Dog in the house. What up? What up, Lumpy Dog? What else is going on? This huge transformation of this fish room, which I thought I was never going to do. That's pretty new to me. Like, I thought these are going to be my tanks. I'm not doing anything different. I'm done. And then now there's an opportunity to get 2 larger tanks. I'm willing to take these out.
Yep. You need to come up with a plan for 210 and a couple.
Oh, wouldn't that be
150s.
great? Wouldn't that be great?
When I move to Tennessee, I may get rid of all my tanks. And, if you're looking for big tanks,
Yeah, what are you going to go from
Big
Chicago to Pennsylvania to Tennessee? You're going to take a shortcut through Pennsylvania.
baby,
Oh,
we
that
got to
would
make
be
a little
nice.
bit of we got to make a little bit of a detour, just a little
Yeah,
one,
just a little one.
like just about 10
Just
hours
like
out of the
12, 15 hours, yeah.
way.
I'm sure she won't mind.
Well, if it's for you, I'm sure.
There has been a couple times when a larger tank was free for whoever wanted it through our Bucks County Aquarium Society. I don't have anybody to help me move it. So these tanks, because you got to get rid of them.
You just didn't do it.
Huh?
I offered. You said no.
Yeah, but you're one person. Like, I have nobody to draw on. Nobody. John Baggett can't do it.
No, he can't do it. Not after his little.
He broke his back.
Yeah, that's you don't want to be lifting things in.
Yeah, that little thing about breaking his back and all,
Yeah.
and getting
You're-
electrocuted, stopping his heart. Ah! Big deal.
Yeah. Eh.
Put some ice on it.
Yeah, rub some dirt on it, walk it off.
Which is what he did. He walked it off. It's like he's insane. But anyway.
Well, he's from that generation. I mean, in football, that's what they. I mean, we used to make jokes. Coach, I just lost an arm. Rub some dirt on it. You'll be all right. Nobody cared.
Wow.
So what are you going to put in the big tank?
Well, they're coming with fish. There's 2 starry nights.
Oh no!
There's that freshwater fire eel. She's got a knife fish. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to be able to keep all those large fish because one of those tanks is going to be for my Triton.
Right.
So, I'm
eel-
kind of creeped out with the fire eel. I don't know about that freshwater eel.
They're fine. I mean, there's nothing to them, especially once they get bigger.
They're big.
They're
He's
pretty.
big.
They're pretty bulletproof. Mine only. I don't know what it eats. My first one before had the whole filter. I keep looking over at the tank while I'm talking to you while I'm talking about
That's
it.
okay.
When I had the filtration screw up and I killed a bunch of fish, my screw up, not the filters screw up. That one, all it would eat is bloodworms.
Oh,
But
really?
as they get bigger, yeah, it wouldn't touch anything but bloodworms.
Huh.
This one, I think, eats more than just bloodworms. But I don't know for
How do you
sure.
know? What do you
'cause
mean you don't
he's
know
not
what he
nearly
eats?
as friendly. Say that again.
What do you mean you don't know what he eats?
Because he'll eat the bloodworms, but he doesn't eat like the first one would eat out of my hand. I mean, he'd come
Oh.
up and take the bloodworms right out of my finger.
Right.
This one is much more laid back, or not laid back, but bashful. It doesn't come out like the other one did. And then as far as my knife fish goes, I see him 4 times a year if I'm lucky. So I don't know what the hell he's eating, but he's definitely grown. He's gone from 3 inches to 8.
Wow.
So yeah,
And what do you feed him? Just bloodworms?
there's a mix of food that goes in there. I feed them over time from the Clash and from you know who God, my brain. He's in Nashville, Tennessee. He's a big YouTuber. Ben Ochart.
Oh, yeah.
He sends me samples from time to time if I do a super chat, back when I could do super chats. So I've got like a mix mash can of food. I've got freeze dried bloodworms. I've got the LG wafers. I've got Bug Pro, and I've got Extreme Flake
Okay.
mixed with Northfin Flake.
So that's
So
why
they
you mean
get
you don't know what he eats because he just gets
Yeah,
whatever
there's-
he gets.
Exactly. And then I also put in frozen brine and frozen bloodworms.
I do like
And that-
frozen
and
brine
that-
shrimp. I like using that.
Yeah. And the Hikari, I know Keith doesn't. Hey, Vinoski, what's going on?
But I was
I know he's not a big fan of Hikari, but I like it, and the fish like it, which is more important than
Yeah.
whether or not I like it. I've only tried the 2. I've tried Hikari's bloodworms, and I don't even know the other name of it. This is another popular frozen fish food, like San Francisco Bay or something, maybe. I don't know. But
okay.
anyway, so you know how they come in those little things, you pop them out.
Yes. I usually buy it in this flat sheet.
I'm extremely allergic, apparently, to it, and if I touch it and then touch my face, my eyeballs fall out of my head, or the equivalent thereof.
What?
I touched my mouth one time. This was my reasoning, because I had touched my eyes, and my eyes felt like they were just going to come right out of my head. The next time I realized I had done it, I did that to get it off my
Oh
finger,
no!
and my face blew up.
Oh my! That went in right into your bloodstream. Oh my god!
Right.
Oh my god!
Oh, you're brilliant. You're brilliant, Whip. You're brilliant.
Wow!
Hey, Dixon. What's going on?
Dixie, what's up?
So, I think, hey, we still got 20 people in here. That's pretty good.
Isn't that amazing? After going on the second hour, like what?
Yeah. Are you tired yet? Do you need to go bed? I know you're late.
No, I'm
It's
good.
almost
I'm good. I can't even go to bed because I got to do my 180. I'm looking all over for my razor blade. Like I have these long razor blade that I want to just drag down the back of that tank. And I try to scrubbing, nothing is taking it off. And I hate to put water back in it, huh?
Let me ask you this, X. I know exactly what you're saying. You see that back there? All on that back wall?
Yeah.
I'm 6'5". I still can't reach that stuff.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Yeah.
That's been there for 3 years.
Wow.
I cannot reach it.
I do have a little step stool that I use. It was my mom's hassock growing up, and I had put a 1-inch plywood because it was like falling apart because it's probably 100 years old. But I use that, and that is my step stool, and I can get halfway down the tank now. Without the step stool, I can't even touch it. I can't barely feed them.
Right. I can reach all the way down to here, all the way. Let's see if I can do this correctly. I can reach all the way down to here, but as you move back, like the last 6 inches at the corners.
Right.
Oh, you put me again. I can do this. I know I can. Wait, I can't reach that, and then I can't reach like this semicircle right here.
I see. I can kind of see it. I can kind of see where you can't reach.
I'm like, oh well.
That is freaking awesome. Vincent says, San Francisco Bay are the bloodworms I feed my cories. Okay.
Yes, yeah. I thought that's what the name of them was.
And Lumpy Dog
But
says, I
didn't know
have
that.
the same bloodworm allergy. And that's his only
That is
allergy.
terrible.
Wow.
I wish I could say that, but it's not my only allergy. You know
And
what else does it to me is krill.
oh. And Dixon says, I'm allergic to soy. It's scary. I cannot breathe after exposure. Oh. Wow. I feel very blessed. I'm allergic to alcohol. That's it. Thank God. Wow.
Literally, or just because?
Because I'm an
the issue?
alcoholic.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't going to say that, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. I say that's better than being a fall down, piss your pants drunk. Alcoholic sounds like it's got some kind of class to it, you know?
That's my other life-altering news. You know, when you were talking about how everything's getting expensive and all that crap, and I got my I had a blood draw the other day, 2 weeks ago, and it came back. I'm a diabetic, so I usually just kind of pretend like I'm not a diabetic.
Oh, wow.
And then kind of sort of watch what I'm eating. Like I don't purposely go and eat a cake,
Right.
or I don't eat really sugary stuff. I don't drink pop, so I do kind of watch it, but I never check my blood or anything like that. I take the meds that they give me and I call it good. Well, that's not getting it done anymore.
Oh, no.
And my blood work came back really bad. So
Oh, no.
yeah, my whole beer thing, I might be sitting there with you, not because I got an issue with it that way, but because my body's like, no,
Yeah?
I can't have it anymore.
What are you going to do?
I might be a little, like, legitimately allergic to it,
Yeah.
so to speak.
Well, that's why I always say so to speak. Pretty much. Yeah. If my allergy though is if I drink it, I break out in like handcuffs.
Yeah.
You know. It's a little different, but it's still just as bad.
Yeah, that's worse actually.
Or I pick on people your size, like why? Why?
I've run into so many people like that
Yeah.
where they get the liquid courage going, and I'm like, are you sure you want to do this?
I am instant asshole. Just add alcohol. Absolutely me. But every once in a while, I am the life of the party. I just never know when that's going to be.
Well, there's, I'm sure you've done it enough times where there's a threshold. It's fun, happy fun, pretty fun, and you're an asshole.
Yeah.
as it,
Yeah.
as
That little indicator in me is broken.
Yeah.
So I'm always
Yeah,
thinking
right.
I'm life of the party, man. They're like, yeah, you were such a dick last night. Or I wake up, I'm like, this was so. Where's my car? Where's my car?
Yeah.
Who drove my car? Or I wake up in my car in somebody's lawn. That's happened twice.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably good that you hung that up. And it's going to save me a lot of money having that.
Yeah.
Hang
What are you gonna drink instead? Like, there are
I've been
very few
drinking
healthy
water
things
and
to drink.
coffee.
Water, yeah, that's what I. Water and coffee.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, what else
I
can
just
you do?
started drinking hot water with half of a lemon squeezed into it in the morning. They say it's really healthy for your whole body. So, I'm trying it. I'm at that stage now. I'm willing to do whatever. I'm willing to learn how to cook, prepare my food, make it whether I like it or not, eat it.
Well, like I was telling my wife, as we get closer to retirement and we're going to be on a fixed income, I'm not going to be able to afford all these meds they keep wanting to put me on. So,
Well, the
maybe
good
it's
news
time.
is, doesn't it change when you go on Medicaid?
Yeah, but that's like 100 years old. I'm still a ways from that.
Oh,
I may retire well before
yeah,
Medicaid.
yeah. Skipper said, "Whip,
Whip,
I guess
get
no
some
more glasses for me."
Yeah. I can still get you glasses. Look into the carnivore diet. Yes, that's what I'm doing actually.
It almost always helps, they say. Yeah,
They say.
that's what I'm doing. I'm carnivore, but I'm also eating veggies. So,
Yes.
Because
Isn't that
I
the
like
Atkins
veggies.
diet, basically? I think that's the Atkins diet.
isn't that crazy? Like, it's almost like if you follow the opposite of what we've been taught our whole life, then you're eating healthy. If you try to follow that food pyramid, you'll be diabetic and you'll be sick and fat.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Well, being an idiot will speed that process along too. I mean, I've told this on my live stream and others. I was drinking because I drive so much. I drive 10, 12, 14 hours a day.
Wow.
So for my job.
Yeah.
So I was drinking. I was getting tired, and I was drinking too much pop, like 18 bottles of Coke every day. And that's too much sugar.
Wow. It is. One is too much.
Coke and the monsters and all the crap.
Oh,
that's
those
in
monsters are deadly. Oh my God.
Yeah. So next thing you know, I'm like the doctor says you've got a lot of no, what do you say? Whatever it is that diabetics get when they pee. It was in my urine.
Oh no.
And it was spilling into my urine. I had so much in my blood. The sugars were in my urine.
God.
So that was like in 2010. I want to say 2010. And they're like, you're going to probably want to go see your doctor. And I'm like, why? What's going on? Well, you might be diabetic. And I'm like, well, yeah.
Like diabetes too? Diabetes too?
Yeah.
Diabetes. Okay.
I drank Coke so much I gave myself diabetes. So
That stuff is no
don't
good
do that,
for you.
people. That's a life lesson for you all.
Yeah. Do you see what Dixie said? She was diabetic, quit sugar and starches, and no longer diabetic. That might
Yeah,
happen to
and
you
that-
when you give up the beer.
Well, yeah, I did. I gave it up. I haven't drank a beer in a while, and 5.2 would be fantastic. I'm at 9 right now, Dix.
That's what she was. Yeah, she was 9. Look at that, 8.9. What does HGA1C stand for?
Hemoglobin. I don't remember what A stands for. But your A1C is the number you want. Hemoglobin is the HG.
Okay. So I have been on a binge for like 4 years. My only saving grace has been I have not picked up added sugar. I have not had added sugar in 28 years. And I gave that up because that's like cocaine to me. That's like, I'm not stopping.
What do you mean added sugar?
Anything with added sugar, like not fruit, because you can't add sugar to fruit. Well, you could, but no sugar. Like if you take, except for fruit, I have absolutely no sugar, no Monsters, no.
So you haven't had a candy bar, nothing.
28 years.
No brownies, no birthday cake.
Let me tell you, and after I gave up sugar, because my life depended on it, they invented the blue M&M. And I don't care what anyone says, I know that blue M&M tastes different. I know it does. Because I've never had a blue M&M. They didn't have it then. You know? Yep.
I cannot verify one way or the other.
No cookies, no cakes. Nope. And for the last 20 years, it didn't have any flour. But for the last 5 years, I have been binging on anything with flour attached to it. Breads, pizzas, just no added sugar. And it's got me almost 100 pounds overweight. And I got to do something because it's not good. My doctor wants to take blood work. I don't do that. I'm like, no. I don't want to hear what you have to say. I just, in my mind, think if you told me this, I should be able to do it now without a doctor telling me. So that's where I'm at.
Well, that's a no good. You're going to have to, I mean, if you're looking to lose, you said 100 pounds? I can't
100 pounds.
That.
I'm almost 300 pounds. Yes. I am almost 300 pounds.
Are currently?
Yes.
Shut your mouth.
Because if you look at my body from here up, I'm pretty normal. Look at that. But from here down, it's like bizarre. It goes, woo! And it's just my shape, which is good for my heart because if my shape was like an Italian shape where you get it all in the front, that's really bad for your heart. So,
yep.
I mean, I just got to work at it. Look at Skipper already trying. Oh my God.
Skipper, that is my my vodka of choice. I have a couple of gallons of it upstairs.
No fruit, no sugar, no starches like pasta, bread. I only do low carb, veggie meat. Yep. I'm just starting at day 4. Day 4 I've been on my new food plan, and I'm very agitated at most people around me. Like I have to get past this.
You're nice to me, so that's.
I'm very nice to you. I like you, Rip. I like you. I don't like the people that I can touch. Because some of them, as they walk by me, I just want to punch them in the throat. Like, where's this coming from?
Right.
Like, I just get so angry. Or there was a party tonight I was supposed to go to, and it was a pool party, 100 degrees out. Who doesn't want to go to a saltwater pool? Tons of food. I was petrified to go. I'm like, I'm gonna grab something. I'm gonna put something in my mouth.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm not going until I feel better about it.
Yeah. I don't blame you because the temptation is real. And then there's people, God love them.
They're food pushers.
Yes, my dad. I mean, I tell him this is the problem, and he's like, "Well, because he's diabetic too." Yeah, this is what I do. Try this, and I'm like, I am trying to avoid that. You'll be all right. Just try it. I'm not going to argue with them, so I just eat it. So
yep.
Now it's what excuse am I using this week to not go over?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to do it because I'm sick of this, and I don't want. The last thing I want to say is my doctor told me I had to. I so hate doctors that, first of all, if you told me I had to do something, I'm never going to do it because it's like I got a problem there. Like, so I just know I'm saying it to me, I have to do it. I have no choice. I want to be able to put on socks again. I can't put on my own socks. That's how big I've gotten that I can't reach my bottom of my feet. I'm like, I had to stop roller skating because I couldn't put them on. So I gotta, and I don't mind saying it because I keep acting like if I don't say it, that it's not real. It's real. It's me. I have no clothes that fit. It's like, that's just it. I've had it. I'm done.
Well, Dick says that the desire leaves, but I don't know that that's true for everybody because I'll be honest with you. I've been doing water and coffee for a long time. Like I said, 2010 was when I got diagnosed and I quit drinking pop. And that doesn't leave you a whole lot of options. You know, water, unsweet tea, coffee.
That's about it.
Yeah, that's about it.
Because you got to stay away from the chemical sweeteners. They're just as bad, if not worse.
Oh, I think they're worse.
Yeah, I do
So
too.
when I did drink rum and Coke, so when I say I'd quit drinking pop, I quit drinking straight pop. You know, I didn't go
You
get
still had it in your rum and Coke.
It was in my rum and Coke. So, yeah, that technically I didn't completely get away from it. But now I am. Now I drink everything on the rocks if I'm drinking
Yeah.
hard. And I'm going to have to quit drinking beer, which, oh, that's going to hurt.
Yeah, it would hurt if somebody told John Bagga that. Because he has, and he says he has 2 every night. No big deal. But he doesn't have 2. He puts 2 in one mug, and that's 1. And then he puts 2 in another mug. That's his 2. But, you know, if they said that, and now he's the same thing. He's day 4. And we're doing this together so far. And I just have to be willing that if I'm not doing it with him and he goes off, I can't. I have to do this for me. I have to do it. I have to.
Right. And you have to keep that mindset too. And I do believe you will get past the hunger, anger, the hangry.
Yes. I think I will. It's just going to take
You
some
still
time.
will desire, I think. I desire foods that you shouldn't have. Because man, oh man, if somebody passes brownies in front of me, oh, that is hard to not grab at least one.
That's why I didn't go to the party. Yeah.
Yep.
My
'Cause I am a
doctor told me I will get it all back if I go off this lifestyle. You'll get it back and more. It's a sick trick.
Yep.
It's very, very, very evil. But yes, for 24 years, 25 years, I was what I called abstinent. I didn't have any sugar, flour, I ate right, and the desire did leave, and food did not run my life. And I think I started for me, I'm like, well, I'll try that whole grain flour. Like, I'll try whole grain bread. And first couple of weeks, I was like, see, I can have just, a sandwich, no big deal. And now, fast forward 5 years later, how did I get here again? How did I get here? It's because I started thinking I could just have just one of this, or it doesn't work that way for me.
No, you're 100% right. Yeah, that's how I ended up back at 9.0 on my A1C because I'd been doing well, for a couple of years, and then I just same thing. I just have a little bit of that, and I'll have
Just
a little bit of that,
yeah.
And then you have a little bit of that twice, and then you have a little bit of it every day,
and then every day you start, yeah.
Then the portions get bigger. And
oh my gosh, that's the other thing. My coach is like helping me along. She goes, when you're ready, we're going to talk about your volume. Right now, it's just those ingredients eaten right. We're going to be talking about the volume that you eat. And I'm like,
that's my number one biggest problem is volume.
Yeah.
If I
pride myself in being able to eat like a man. Like, how sick is that? But I could out eat anybody.
My dad tells me the other day when I told him, I gotta make some changes. He goes, well, maybe the first thing you should do is quit ordering 2 meals every time you go out to eat.
John Baggett does that. John Baggett does that. Yeah.
That's probably the fact that people actually notice that.
Yep.
That might be a sign that I have a problem.
Yeah. See, you're a dude. You can get away with it. I have to hide it. So when I'm ordering, I'll say things like, "Oh no, he said no mayonnaise on that one." Like I'm ordering for 2 people. But it's just me.
Yeah.
Just me. It is a sickness. It is, but
Yeah. It is. And, you know, I go into the bathroom in the mornings and I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, who the hell is that?
yeah, that happens to me when I'm walking by a
That ain't me.
storefront and I catch a reflection. I'm like, oh my god. That's when I'm like, it's because all my whole house has mirrors from here up. Because from here up, I'm okay. So like, even now, it's like I got like a couple extra chins here. Now I got 2 over here. I'm like, oh my god, stop. She says carbs are worse than alcohol or heroin. I have been clean from heroin since 1987. Good for you. And I agree with you. Carbs are worse and they're harder to give up.
Yep. Man, oh man, giving up potatoes, mashed potatoes.
Oh my, that's a comfort
that's
food.
bad.
But I'm like that commercial that's got a stick of butter sticking out of their mashed potatoes. Like, oh, you want some butter with your potatoes?
Yeah.
Sure. Any vehicle to get butter in my body. It's like, oh my god. But
Yeah,
yeah.
Melvin's been.
Oh my gosh, it's 9 o'clock already.
Holy cow! All
Can
right,
you believe that?
we did it.
You
We-
are
we-
awesome. You are awesome for coming up and helping me go that second hour. I never would have been able to do it without you. That's for damn sure.
We'll call this the Tennessee Mafia Hour, right?
Yeah, that's
It was
right.
cool.
That's right.
And Kenny just went live, so oh hell.
All right, let's go. I don't have his link. If anybody has his link, I don't know, but
I think I'm your only mod in here. Oh no, Vincent. Is Vincent still here?
I think Vince is a mod, and I made. Oh, Keith left.
I can
Skipper
do it.
should be a mod, but I think he left too.
Danikins. Hopefully this is off.
It says when you take the last bite of the birthday cake, you just ate yourself, and the guilt kicks in. Yeah. Oh my God, the guilt, the remorse. Oh. Thank you, Whip and Q. I have been needing this type of sharing. Thank you. Oh, you are in good company. Let me tell you, we're like all in the same boat. Dragon Lair, what?
Dragon.
He came in to say goodbye.
As we're saying goodbye.
He came in to say goodbye. All right. Oh my God. Did you post it?
Yeah, but apparently I'm not a mod anymore for some reason.
Since when?
I don't know. Oh, you know what? That's Kenny's. I did it on Kenny's. I'm an idiot. What an idiot.
That's
I
awesome.
copied the link from their show.
That's so funny. And then tried to post it in his. It's like, Ken, make me a mod
Yeah.
so I can post your link. Oh, you make me laugh. That is awesome. There you go. There's the link for Danikins. And we will see you guys later. I'm going to exit the way I always do. Thank you so much, Whip. This was fun. We should do this more often.
Anytime.
I love this. I love this. All right, guys.
Bye. I can't find.
Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I got a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Nah, hey everybody, it's Susie Q, so come along with me. Said I'm Susie Q.